Hello Twin Flames and welcome to your DM to the F reading for Sunday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in two gorgeous decks of cards today. We're going to bring in the Divine Confessions of a Broken Heart Volume 1 by Divine Visions. I'm also going to bring in the Bridget Divine Essentials Counterpart deck. So what do we need to know today, please? What do the masculines want to share with you, Divine Feminine? What do they want to say? So this card jumped on the camera and these cards jumped straight out. And what do they want to confess to you from their heart space? What are they dealing with, struggling with? What are they feeling broken about? And what are they healing? So these are the cards jumping out, and I've got a couple on the floor as well. So let's do this then. So the first message coming through is, I feel empty inside. I feel empty without you. So your masculine is realizing that life just doesn't really make sense without you. But he is saying to you, I need to fill me up. I need to fill up my own cup before I can give you what I need and what you need. So he's really saying, I need to be able to give equally in this connection. And until I love myself, how can I fully love you? Until I fill up my own cup, how can I fill up your cup? Until I feel happiness inside of me, how can I help you to achieve happiness with me? I need to fill me up first. So I feel this is about his learning, his journey, his truth, and he's asking for time. He's saying, I'm coming home, leave the light on. And I love that. It reminds me of that song by Belinda Carlisle, Darling, Leave the Light On for Me. And we spoke a few readings ago about you, Divine Feminine, being that lighthouse, that strength, that power, that light that's magnetic to your twin. And he's saying, I'm coming home, I'm just doing the things I need to do to be able to give equally to our love and our connection. I hope you leave the light on for me. So what he's really saying there is, I hope you wait for me. I hope you don't give up on me. I want you to trust me. And he's saying, you hurt me more than I'd like to admit. So what he means by that is, this connection hurts. And it hurts him way more than he likes to admit. You know, it hurts when he's not with you. He hurts when he thinks about you and he can't make love to you. It hurts. And he's also afraid that you're going to move on. And I've been talking about this in the last few readings. It hurts him when he thinks about you moving on. Or maybe you say to him, I'm going to move on. Or you say something to him in the heat of the moment, maybe in a message, because he's being quiet or silent or distant or not really admitting things to you. And you say something to him that may be hurtful, not meaning to, just getting things off your chest. And he's saying, it hurts me more than I'd like to admit. But he is saying to you, you know, if moving on makes you happy, I wish you nothing but the best. So what this is, you know, when we go into fear as a Divine Feminine, we can respond in a loving way, but it can also be a reaction. And I've been there myself, you know, before George, and I actually did do this with George too, when he was triggering me at one point before union, because we say things like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to move on then, or we say, be happy, or whatever we say. You know, all the best, or that's what I used to say, all the best. I used to say something, then I'd end it with all the best, as if I was saying, see you then, you know, bye, ending it, though it's never over. And what he's saying to you is, okay, it hurts me more than I'd like to admit than to think of you moving on. I don't want you to move on because I love you. But if moving on is what you want, if it makes you happy, then I wish you nothing but the best. Yes, I'll feel pain and regret, but I want you to have love in your life. So really what your masculine is doing is trying to say the right thing, trying to do the right thing by you. And that can trigger us as a Divine Feminine even more, because we think, oh, he's okay if we move on then. He's happy about it. He wants us to be happy. He's wishing me nothing but the best. Oh, so then we get even more triggered. And usually we've created that situation in the first place. So he's saying to you, it's going to hurt me and I'm going to deal with a lot of regret. But of course, I want you to have love in your life and I want you to be happy because I care about you. And if that means being with someone else, then you have to do what's right for you. But of course, I don't want you to be with anyone else. I want you to be with me. And I want you to wait for me and help me to grow by shining that light and leave the light on. He's saying, when I close my eyes, I feel you with me. It feels so real. So he's saying we go beyond words and we go beyond the physical world because we can feel each other. And it feels so real. And no one loves me like you do. No one loves me the way that you do. You mean more to me than you know. And he's saying, wow, this love is something special. No one loves you like I do. And that's what he's saying to you. So he's saying, no one loves me the way you love me. And because of that, you mean so much to me, so much more than you know. But he's also saying, no one loves you like I do. So move on if you want to and try and be happy. But you know deep inside that we belong. And your masculine is very aware of that. And he's saying, I see you everywhere I go. You're hard to get over. So your masculine is saying, if you want to move on with someone else, I'm going to try and get over you. I won't be able to because I see you everywhere I go. So really trying to be with anyone else or trying to move on from each other, it really doesn't work. It really doesn't, because you are magnets and you belong, and the universe is doing everything it can to bring you together. So the angel's saying, leave that light on, trust the love, and instead work on you. Work on you, enjoy life and enjoy living life, maybe going out with friends, doing things you enjoy, and then allow your twin to find their way to you. Because he's saying, I'm afraid of intimacy, but I do want to be close to you. So he's healing all those fears and insecurities about being with you and being close to you and vulnerable. And he's admitting that to you. And he's saying, I've been escaping into things I shouldn't, such as karmic situations, maybe a bottle of alcohol, things that he's been distracting him with. I've been escaping into those things and I shouldn't. So he's very aware he needs to make changes. And he's saying, if you could see my pain, you'd understand just how much I do love you. See my pain, feel my pain, connect with me. So the masculine feels a lot of pain about the way he's hurt you, the way things have gone down. And he wants you to be happy. And he will go through pain for you to be happy. So in other words, if you want to move on, Divine Feminine, if that's something you're wanting, not that you do, you just want to get past the pain and be together. But in the meantime, if you're thinking, I can't wait any longer, not that it's ever about waiting, it's about learning, it's about growth, it's about understanding, it's about acceptance, it's about loving life, it's about trusting all these things. But if you feel I can't do it any longer, I'm going to move on with a soulmate, I'm going to put myself out there, I'm going to go on a dating app or whatever you want to do, he's saying you have no idea how much pain that caused me. And that hurts me, and you hurt me by saying those things a lot more than I'd like to admit. But I do want you to be happy, and I understand that. But your masculine saying, if you could see how much I love you and the pain I feel about you moving on and being with someone else, you'd recognize how much I love you. And I miss you. And I miss getting lost in you, in your eyes. I miss you. Because the eyes are the windows of the soul. So when your masculine looks into your eyes, they see into the depths of you. And you see into the depths of them. And that can be very unnerving sometimes. It can be very unsettling. It's different when you're in union because you're used to that kind of intensity. But if there's been a long separation, when you come together, wow, it makes you go weak at the knees. It makes you, shake a little bit and get butterflies in your tummy and feel like a schoolgirl or a schoolboy. And that's what your masculine is dealing with. So he's saying, I don't want you to move on. I need you to understand that. But I do want you to be happy. And if that means being with someone else until I can actually give you what you truly deserve, then I will understand that and accept that, even if I don't like that. And that's what he wants you to know. And when the masculines say those things, it really does take a lot for them to say those things. And that proves how much they do love you in a very selfless way. Because if they were saying to you, oh no, stay with me and I don't want you to be with anyone else, that's very selfish. And they do feel that way. But they're also being selfless in the energy of, if you're happy, I'll be happy. I'll have to make peace with it, whatever that is. And he's also saying, I understand and recognise that I may have missed my chance with you because of all my back and forth behaviour and all my procrastinating. So you think about this love and how important it is. But I feel that all of you will leave the light on for your twin because the love is real. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.